Coming up on Wildcat News, how the UK Creative Arts LLP are making a difference.
And Rock Roller Derby returns for the first time since 2019.
Hi, I'm Morgan Luster.
And I'm Alexis Harmon. Welcome to your Wildcat News.
On Sunday, students in the Fine Arts Living Learning program hosted the Melee for Maui benefit concert and the Singletary Center for the Arts. UK students teamed up with Alexander and Kristen Muto of the nonprofit Ignite a Life Foundation to spread awareness and raise money for people affected by the wildfires in Lahaina of Maui County. The benefit also included singing, acting, instrumentals, hula dancing, and a silent auction. Students in the LLP organized this concert as a part of their annual community service project.
I just really enjoy being able to combine my artistic interests and hang out with my acquaintances and my friends and come together to work on something both in the meaning of the play itself and in the benefit of raising money helps support people in need, and I think it's really dope.
Maui suffered from wildfires back in August, experiencing the most fatal natural disaster in Hawaiian history. The state is still in recovery. To donate or learn more, visit ignitealife.org.
One of Lexington's most exciting traditions returned to the racetrack this weekend. Reporter Lindsay Jones takes us to Central Bank Center, where the Roller Derby of Central Kentucky presented their first doubleheader since before the pandemic.
On Saturday, the Roller Derby of Central Kentucky, or ROC, presented their first home bout since 2019. The group of athletes welcomed their biggest crowd yet to an exciting show of their offensive skating skills and unique alter egos.
You kind of think of it like Red Rover. These blockers, they kind of form almost a wall across the track. And then two of the skaters start off 20 feet behind them. They're the jammers, they're the point scorers. And you can tell because they have a star on their helmet.
One jammer under the derby name Newcomb has been with the team since its formation in 2007 and says despite changes in personnel, the group has always demonstrated a sense of teamwork and friendship.
We've been vibing really well since we all started skating together at the beginning of the year, and it's just been growing exponentially. At first we'd only have 5 or 6 people at practice, and now we have 15 to 20 skaters at practices, so it's really cool to see it all just come back together. Yeah.
In addition to an exciting halftime performance from the Kentucky surf punk group Siggy Tuna, Rock also donated proceeds from the bout to Camp Beacon, a camp for underserved LGBTQ youth. Although the team was ultimately defeated at the end of their bouts, the ladies still achieved the goal of bringing a long-awaited energy to their patient fans.
We have a huge crowd. We're expecting probably our biggest crowd that we've ever had at home, at least from our pre-sales. So I'm a little nervous, I have to say, but it's a good nervous. I think it's going to be an adrenaline that gives me that extra, go get it.
I'm Lindsay Jones for Wildcat News.
Summer has officially ended and fall is here. Coming up next, what to expect for the upcoming season.
And Big Blue Madness is back. Stay tuned for how to get tickets to this year's event.
Black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Oh, is it overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
Yeah, I know. That's why I did it.
Yeah, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
While you may have been fooled by pumpkin spice flavors everywhere in the past month, fall has only just begun. Saturday was the annual autumn equinox, marking the first official day of fall. This season brings the end of the life cycle for most plants and preparation for cooler temperatures, so you can expect to see a variety of colors from red and orange to yellow and brown everywhere you go in the coming weeks. Trees have already begun to change color, and crispy leaves line the ground, giving us that satisfying crunch under each footstep. Kentucky is lucky in the way that fall actually does bring cooler temperatures like it's supposed to, unlike some other southern states. UK student Lauren Quattlebaum says fall in Kentucky looks and feels a little different than it does in Georgia, where she was born and raised.
We did get a whole lot of temperature seasonal differences, just a lot of a lot of orange leaves, but it's still like high 80s or high 70s most of the time.
This season also brings shorter days where the darkness of night lasts longer than daylight. Daylight savings time helps us adjust to this change by altering our clocks to fit the season. Be prepared to fall back in time and get an extra hour of sleep on November 5th.
October 13th is the set date for Big Blue Madness this year. Here is more information on the event and where you can find tickets.
Today was the beginning for UK women's basketball as they held their first official practice. Something for fans to watch out for is Big Blue Madness coming up on October 13th at Rupp Arena. The event is the kickoff for men's and women's basketball as they head into their season. The players and coaches get to interact with fans while on the big stage and show some of their personality to get fans hyped before the season starts. Sophomore forward Zanaya Thomas talks about what she loves about the event.
I would say, the attention that we get from the crowd of fans, the energy that they put into us, and it's kind of like, like you're a celebrity type beat. And so when we come in, like through the tunnel, and we get on the big blue carpet, with our outfits on, taking pictures, doing interviews, it's kind of fun to like experience, the background side of everything.
Pictures and interviews occur on the blue carpet before other activities such as the three-point contest and the blue and white scrimmage. UK student Veronica Redder shares her excitement.
I love everything sports. Like I love basketball and I love football, especially if it's UK related. So.
Students should have received an email last week on instructions for entering the lottery to receive 2 of the 1,000 available tickets.
Well, I got an email about it and I thought it was something I was interested in, so I just put in my email and my password and stuff, and they haven't gotten back to me yet.
The lottery for students to purchase tickets for Big Blue Madness closes tomorrow, September 28th. From Wildcat News, Nia Leveretter.
University of Kentucky students, faculty, staff, and community members are invited to attend the Alumni Commons dedication this Friday at 3 p.m. Alumni Commons is a $9 million development project located on UK's campus between Columbia Avenue and Hewlett Drive. There's a link on the UK Now website to RSVP for the event.
Whitehall Classroom Building will be under reconstruction for 2 years, from summer 2024 until summer 2026. The renovation's estimated budget is $80 million. Its goal is to provide improvements to the equipment and layout of the building. It has been 50 years since its last renovation. Coming up next, news around the nation.
And is the government shutting down? How will this affect people?
Sarah, you got this, okay? But they lost.
Not really. Not where it counts. Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. It's here. It's here. Wait. What? I can't drive. Why? Why? Oh.
New legislation was signed into law recently by the state governor of California. Governor Gavin Newsom signed legislation into law Monday prohibiting school districts from banning books and other school materials based on protected classes like race, gender, and sexuality. The law also gives the state authority to buy textbooks for students and potentially issue a financial penalty if a school board does not provide material that meets state standards.
The Conference Board released its most recent reading on consumer confidence this morning. Many economists are expecting confidence to fall for the second month. And as the threat of a government shutdown gets closer by the day, many Americans are worried about their wallets. John Lornick reports.
Although inflation in the U.S. is easing from 4-decade highs, financial concerns are rising for many households.
I have to cut down on what I should eat, what I should buy, where I should go. Do I want to go out tonight?
According to a Bank of America survey shared exclusively with CNN, 67% of U.S. employees say the cost of living is increasing faster than their salaries. The study also found 64% of workers say they are stressed about their financial future, while 80% of people between 35 and 44 years old say they feel likewise.
We're forced to make all these bad choices and bad decisions just to live our lifestyles, so it's pretty sad.
A similar, albeit much bigger, situation about money flow is hovering over the Beltline.
Funding the government is one of the most basic fundamental responsibilities of Congress, and if the Republicans in the House don't start doing the job, we should stop electing them.
If a deal isn't made by the end of the week, the government will shut down. Among the potential impacts, active military members and Border Patrol agents will go without pay.
I'm looking at it through the lens, how do we prevent this shutdown from, or how do we minimize it from to 10 days instead of 10 weeks? And that starts now, not waiting, and keep continuing the finger-pointing game.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
A new survey found almost 7% of adults and 1% of kids in the U.S. have struggled with long COVID in 2022. The National Center for Health Statistics says that the condition may have affected as many as 962,000 children and 17.9 million adults. The agency estimates are consistent with the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention surveys, but they are lower in earlier studies focused on long COVID questions. The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services estimate that up to 23 million people in the U.S. have had long COVID.
Some Lahaina residents were allowed to return to their burned properties Monday, more than a month after the Hawaiian wildfires. As they entered, they were given personal protective equipment, gloves, and goggles. Health officials fear that toxic soot may now be lying on the ground. The long-term health risks from exposure are currently unknown. The governor has said that it could take 3 months before Lahaina is fully cleared for re-entry. The fires killed 97 people and damaged or destroyed about 3,000 homes and businesses.
That's all of your Wildcat news for today. Join us again next Tuesday for more.
Thanks for joining us. Have a great night.